Boys and girls, children whose parents don't pay attention to what they Google. You are joined, as always, by me, the prophet of pasta, the shaman of sauce, the soon-to-be exalted overlord of this never-tried nation, revolution. And today, ladies and gentlefolk, I am here so that you can have the honor of watching me paint.
Oh yeah, making it happen.
Actually, I am here to talk to you about something that deeply, deeply concerns me. Ladies and gentlefolk, eligible voters, people who are really good at hacking into government systems to make sure that I win, wink wink. We live in a world where democracy is losing the battle. Who is it losing it to? Is it losing it to communism? Are the pinkos making their move? No. What about the Jutanic nation? Are they finally gonna make it happen? Are the Rothschilds making a stand? Has the Illuminati revealed itself to us? Not unless you watch The Simpsons. Or so Alex Jones tells me. No, ladies and gentlemen. Democracy is currently getting tapped out by corporations. We live in a world, eligible voters, where we complain about how children are fat and unhealthy, about how this is the first time where a generation will die at a younger age than its parents because of the way they were fed and exercised. And who do we blame, ladies and gentlemen? Well, there's a lot of scapegoats. Some people blame the we. Some people blame the parents. Some people blame the children. I blame the corporations, ladies and gentlemen. For you see, in this never-tried nation, 2 liters of pop is cheaper than a liter of milk. A greasy burger is cheaper than a salad. How does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? You have to eat right. You have to eat healthy. But we are going to make healthy food more expensive than crap food. And we are going to make sure that even crap food is more than you can afford. And we're going to make up for it by raising the minimum wage, ladies and gentlemen. You know what raising the minimum wage is? That's like saying, hey, we're going to fix poverty by dropping the poverty line. Yeah, right now, if you make under, well, I don't know what it's like, 15 grand a year is the poverty line. If you make under 15 grand a year, you live in poverty. Well, if I changed it so that in order to live in poverty, you had to make less than 4 grand a year, that would probably cure poverty, but it doesn't actually solve the problem, now does it? Raising minimum wage will solve the poverty problem in Canada. Remember when they raised minimum wage to $8.50 and they said that? Remember when they raised minimum wage to $9 and they said that? Then they raised it to $9.50 and they said that. Then they raised it to $9.75 and they said that was going to make all the problems go away. And then they raised it to $10 and said, surely this will solve the crisis of this never-tried nation. And all of a sudden bread was $3 a loaf. And the problem didn't get solved. So they put it to 10 and a quarter. 10 and a quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 10 and a quarter was going to solve all of your problems, all of your health issues, all of your nutritional issues. Everything was going to be fixed by making minimum wage 10 and a quarter. Well, now they got to put minimum wage up to $14, ladies and gentlemen. $14 minimum wage in order to solve the poverty crisis of this nation. Ladies and gentlemen, I am saying it right now. Revolution. Enough is enough, and it's time for a change. Woo! I am not going to allow my country to be overrun by this madness. I will not have my children grow up in a world where a loaf of bread costs $8. I will not allow my children to grow up in a world where a corporation can sell you something at 85% off and still make a profit. If they can sell you a sofa at 85% off and still make a profit, why in the blue hell isn't it 85% off all the time? Because we're losing, ladies and gentlemen, because democracy is failing, and we need to fix that. Now, I'm not saying that we should take all these CEOs, put them up against a wall, and kill them, because I'm not allowed to say things like that. But I'm not saying that's not what you should do. If you feel the need to start the revolution, and you think the only way that it's going to happen is if you kill people, you go ahead. Just don't tell anybody that that's what I told you to do, because I do not support murder. Sure, maybe my secretly trained ninja assassins do, but they're not me. Now are they? Change, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot solve the world's problems by throwing money at it. You need to rethink the culture. You need to retrain civilization to understand that the ruse, the smoke and mirrors of the corporate world, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for a change, and in 2014, I encourage you to be part of that change. Ladies and gentlemen, the fist is change, and the fist comes down. 2014, revolution!